What the heck is that? Welcome everybody. Josh the RV Nerd at Bish's RV down here on just a terrible, miserable weather, rainy day. But I'm excited at seeing something new. I have seen a lot of RVs over the years, and I have never seen something like this. They have created an indoor-outdoor bar entertainment action area on this little, it's like 29 true feet, half-ton towable Apex camper right here. It's got a full outside camp kitchen, plus a full outdoor entertainment that you could use as, maybe we'll just call it a little libation station. Ooh, I like that. But it literally has an indoor to outdoor exchange or pass through or whatever you want to call it. Now, of course, you can all close up, but you can literally be like prepping food or drinks inside and literally pass it outside under the awning to somebody else at your site. Like, it's an RV food truck. I've never seen, like, order up. I've never seen something like this before. But what's great is they took a really proven living room arrangement. Like, you've got your sofa in the slide straight across from the entertainment. They reimagined the dining to a bar top style, which I love. I personally am a very, very big fan of that. This floor plan is not available with other dining solutions. You've got a private true queen bed up front, a very nicely sized bathroom, albeit with a radius shower. I could see some people not necessarily loving that, but with some mega storage up in that bathroom, 200 watts of solar, all aluminum structure, double Asdel walls inside and out, heated enclosed underbelly, and a lot of other really cool fun things going on in this thing. But without a doubt, the focal point is certainly that, what do we call it? It's called the BARV, by the way, B-A-R-V. Bar RV? I don't know. What do we call this thing? In the meantime, if you appreciate what we're doing, even out here in the rain, hit that subscribe button, like our video, and let's get rocking. Now, I always try to be fair in my videos. You know, I call it the good, bad, ugly, and everything in between. Right away, when I walked inside this, I kept looking for a dimmer switch because it doesn't feel as bright in here. Now, part of that is Apex is a smartly appointed brand. They do some really cool stuff, but again, they are really smart with their money. And it sounds crazy, but lights and windows are two of the most expensive things in RVs. And they tend to rock the bare necessities when it comes to lighting. And I guess I've been in a bunch of stuff today that had like maybe more lighting than it necessarily needed. But I mean, it's okay. It's probably showing fine on camera. Just where I came from all day, it felt a little dimmer in here. That's all. Kind of like me after a couple Coors Lights, I feel dimmer. Dumber, maybe. That is a carpetless floor flush slide. You might notice the flap hanging off the end of the slide is sort of levitating a little bit. I don't know if that needs to be longer or what, but there you go. They're very good about breeze windows wherever they can in these as well. Now, this is a conventional 6.5 foot tall. It's not extra tall or anything like that. We do have central air, thankfully. That's a 15,000 BTU GE air conditioner. It cools very nicely. I will tell you, you know when it's running. You can hear it. You can hear it pretty clear. But that's the extra kind of detail stuff I want to give you in these videos. Things that you can't always just pick up by, you know, looking at a picture. There's things that are missing there. But we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this over here. I am a huge fan of campsite dining bar arrangements like this. And they went all in on it. They included these handy little chairs back here. I like that it's chairs and not stools also. It just feels a little bit more comfortable. Now, I got myself plopped down at the theater seat straight across from this. It's like the RV is super social in that you've got all the drinky drink stations and the bar stations and all the cool windows that we're going to talk about. But in terms of how the seating sets, if I'm here, I'm talking to the back of somebody else's head. Now they can turn the chairs, of course, in the same way that Bob Seger turned the page. But there you have it, you know. I'll get you a little demo myself, chubby butt sitting on this thing over here. Oh, you know what I just realized? With that little alcove, if you get the chairs out of the way, holy crap, that is like a nicely, partially enclosed like pet palace right there. And nothing says you have to use all 3 chairs. And why is it 3 instead of 4? Because 3 fits and 4 doesn't. That's basically, look at this over the bar. They loaded it up with lights. They made sure that was nicely lit. Just the ceiling has a few fewer. Now, I've got the outdoor window closed because the weather sucks right now. But in case you're curious, you do have privacy right here. It is a pleated shade. And when the window's open, you do have a bug screen. Oh, it's hitting the struts. Okay, so we just discovered something. You do have a retractable screen, window screen right there, but because of the struts that hold that window open, when the window is closed, the screen will hit the strut. So to raise or lower this, it looks like we have to have that window open. Okay, we learned something today. Now, I was a little bit curious. I glanced over here. I'm like, oh, they're just doing this for display. And then I looked at the floor plan diagram, and I noticed how these were screwed down into the countertop. It's coming with, like, ice maker and fridge here. This RV has 3 refrigerators. You have 2 inside, 1 outside. Now, your primary, like, traditional kitchen fridge is a 12-volt compressor fridge. The other 2 mini fridges, the drink fridges we're looking at, those are 110 only. So kind of keep that in mind. I got a feeling, I'm looking at this floor plan, I got a feeling like the Black Eyed Peas that we are going to lose the bathroom in road mode. We'll check that later. Look at the left side of the screen. You can see me sitting on the turlet, which is, I'm sure, the highlight of your day. That's probably why you tuned in today. And this is blank because that's your camp kitchen on the outside. So they had, open up, open says me. Okay, you have a huge chunk of storage above this thing. What can I get you here that'll be a size reference? Okay, hold on. I'm going to shove your face inside this real quick, and then I'm going to say, look at the bottom left corner, and ta-da! There you go. That is the cork popperator for a Coors Light. This is, by the way, lumber core pocket screwed cabinetry. Backing up here, it is the conventional 4-inch fart fan above our heads in the bathroom. You could upgrade it after the fact. From the factory, that's what they offer. Now, I was almost a little bit surprised they maintained a radius shower on a brand new floor plan like this and didn't go with something rectangular. If you notice, my head has to absolutely be in that skylight. I'm going to wear the skylight like a hat, as I've been saying lately. It's a little bit too large for my big fat nugget, but I keep eating the chicken nuggets and it's going to start fitting just fine. And I did have to laugh at this. You know, my wife has all these different lotions and cleansers and shampoos and a whole facial routine. And guys have 1 bottle of soap that is shampoo, conditioner, body wash. You can use it to do dishes. You can clean your tires on your truck with it. You could probably use it to clean the RV's roof. And I bet you literally could. Oh my gosh. There's just certain things I see like that. And I'm like, man, ladies, they really get the short end of the stick on that kind of stuff, don't they here? Let me back up. I'm going to spin you around like a record, baby. Actually, while I'm staring at this, let's go ahead and just kind of see what kind of cabinet storage capacity we have around the overhead entertainment. It appears the upper cabinet is shaken, not stirred. Okay. This TV is on a single arm swing arm bracket, but it doesn't, other than like swinging it out a little bit to get to the hookups, it doesn't do anything for you in this floor plan, so I didn't bother monkeying with that. That cabinet actually does go kind of all the way around the corner, so they did a good job of not wasting space. It's interesting to me that you have an Octopus Fight Club over here. Like, oh, okay. I was like, why don't they have those in the bathroom? They do. So these are probably just going to be for hand towels, I don't know, around the drink station or something. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. How would you use them? How would you use them, I guess, should be the question. Now, as I back up and, do the hokey pokey and spin myself around, you can see we got the theater seat over here. Now, it does have a very significant fixed middle armrest section on it. You could, because like the left recliner, the right recliner, and the middle section, they're actually 3 individual pieces that bracket together. So if you want to, you could easily convert this into just more of a love seat. Now, let's see if I can take this pillow that you saw, and there you go, demonstrate kind of how deep that is to give you another size reference point. I at least like that they have some cup holders built right into that. Over here, you got this handy little side stand just to kind of fill the space, but then you got this tall empty pocket. I don't know, baking sheets or Monopoly or TV trays. Ooh, folding TV trays would go really good in there. And I don't know why I just got so weirdly excited about it, but TV trays suddenly sound good. That is getting dangerously close to sounding almost like a little bit like Dave Mustaine. And chances are the vast majority of you have no idea who I'm talking about right now. Dave Mustaine, the front man, singer, guitarist for the heavy metal band Megadeth. When he's not doing his Symphony of Destruction, he actually is a accomplished winemaker, interestingly. I have a weirdly eclectic preference for music. I enjoy it. Look at that little drawer down there under the fridge. That's interesting. I'm looking at the fridge. I just realized that's an 8 cubic foot, 12 volt compressor fridge. Which I think a lot of people, oh no, I want more fridge space. You have 2 more refrigerators included with this RV. So one of the cool things is you can keep that fridge loaded with the food while the drinks stay in the other fridges. And I didn't mention this. I don't know if you noticed the sticker, but I want to point out that's an air fryer oven. Now I want to point out that you still maintain a traditional oven. You have a gas stovetop. You have a gas oven. But you also have an air fryer function on this. So this is a totally complete plus equipped kind of kitchen. You may have also noticed we have a sliding pocket privacy door for bedroom privacy. Even though it doesn't have a taller ceiling, they do still include a true queen bed, which, you know, I mean, I got the skylight in the shower. I'm only going to spend a couple minutes a day in the shower when I'm camping. I don't want to flood the tanks because this RV doesn't have the world's biggest tank capacities. It's not terrible, it's just not amazing. Now, I don't use a fisheye wide-angle lens, so I get that you're just staring at a mattress here, but I want to show you that there is some walk-around space. We do, yes, we have TV hookups up around the corner as well with this one. I want to give them some credit. Like, I'm going to give them a little bit of a knock, but I want to give them credit first. They gave us a very nicely sized, fully enclosed cabinet above the bed. And it's not one of those things where the doors are going to gravity drop on us. And that's because the doors swing sideways. And they swing toward the middle of the bed, which makes sense because when you're standing over here, you can actually reach this cabinet and move it. The middle section is kind of a no man's land, though. That's my only little nitpick on this. I don't know why I made that sound. Nicely wide open side stands. At a glance, you're like, well, where's the outlets? They've got those things hidden away down here. Speaking of hidden away, cue the Legend of Zelda sound effect on this one. You have this like crazy vaulted bed storage system and that Coachmen really kind of, I think this really began with Northern Spirit, where they came up with some variation of this that Apex basically enjoyed. Freedom Express came up with their own version of it, and you're starting to see other brands start to do their own version of it. Literally even including our own, some of our own Bish's exclusive brand trailers, because we love that. We think that that is a really, really smart solution that they've applied there. Now, I want to showcase road mode for you in just a second, but it occurs to me I said I would do a size demo sitting at the bar, and I forgot. So, when it's beer 30, or when you just want to have a meal, or you just kind of want to enjoy the site where you're at, like, this is awesome. Like, this is really awesome. Now, I'm a full-size guy. Full-size everything. Like, I've got enough legroom. The legroom could be a little bit better, but I get why it is what it is. Oh, hello. Look at you. Oh, if I flick that, it might flicker on screen. I don't want to bother somebody. But, yeah, this isn't terrible. Again, the only thing is if someone's sitting behind you, you're like, hey, Gary, you know, I could sit here and watch the game. It's not the view from the theater seat, but it works. It gets the job done. By the way, want to see something funny? This is what a robot looks like when it asks for help. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Kind of a big dumb idiot. Kind of back where we began, in the bedroom, moving into the living room, but now with the slide closed. And this does confirm what I suspected. With the slide closed, we can get to all of the kitchen. We can obviously sit down and enjoy the dining, but the bathroom is blocked off because it's a swinging door, because there's no room to do a sliding door the way that this is currently set up. I have a couple ideas, but you know, it would take some effort on their part. We'll see what they do. What I'm wondering here is if the simplest thing would be, what if the door opened inward to the bathroom? Is that like a fire safety code thing? Would that at all be possible? Because it would fix the problem. All right, so I just heard back from the guy that manages this brand. Like, as I go through this stuff, I'm constantly talking to the product managers on different ideas that at least I have, just my nerdy opinion. And he said there's absolutely no problem with making the bathroom door swing inward. He has to obviously, like, look at it and test it to make sure it works. I can't see where there's anything. He says, yep, that'd be great. I'd definitely consider it. There we go. So it's very possible when you see this in person, you may actually be able to get to the bathroom with the slide closed without ever touching the slide button. And it might be better than what we saw here. So, you know, if that was going to be a cancellation factor for you, hang tight. Maybe call a member of our team and be like, hey, could you double check on that for me? And before you come driving 4 hours away, we can verify that for you. And if you appreciate how we're always even trying to make the general layout of the RV better for you, even out here in this awful rain, hit that subscribe button. Let's hop outdoors. So in terms of getting this thing around, I do think it qualifies for the generalized descriptor of half-ton towable. You figure we got a 7,600 pound gross maximum vehicle weight. The hitch weight did come in heavier than I expected. So depending on how you load that front storage pass-through compartment, it may exceed the payload rating of some half-tons. I do want to be fair and reasonable about this. I don't just go, it's half-ton towable. It's not like it's a blanket answer. There's a lot of factors that depend, but I think there's potential there. Up front here, I tell you, Apex the last couple of years has been looking good, man. They've been really dressed up and pressed up very, very nicely. We've got a 16-foot awning, which encloses the indoor-outdoor bar action exchange area. I'm going to come back to this front pass-through because the way these things are parked together, I can't always easily get through here. But I also think that this is probably the reason that we're even looking at this floor plan. You notice this is nicely enclosed under the awning. The rear camp kitchen is not. It does have that big fold-up overhead door, though. But, like, I don't even know what to call it or what to say about it. Now, remember, like we saw inside, you do have a privacy shade there. You do have that, bug screen, basically, kind of like a toy hauler door. You've got your outdoor entertainment. You got your handy phone charger station. It's a smart TV outdoors. I can see the handy remote there. You got the libation station, and notice how it's got that drawbridge drop right there. So you can legit use that. Like, this could be an outdoor bar top. You could bring some tall chairs that you park over here. Oh my gosh. It's a double bar. I just realized what this is. It's a bar inside, it's a bar outside. This is like the ultimate game day bucket go boom, tailgate, campers. Oh my gosh. The rain is starting to come down. This sucks. Whatever. Okay. I left my umbrella inside because it kind of stopped for a little bit, and of course now it picks back up. I should have just kept the umbrella over me. Third refrigerator in the camp kitchen. When's the last time you heard me say that in an RV video? I'll wait. Third refrigerator in the camp kitchen. I can only think of a small number of times that has ever even been possible to say previously. And I guess one of the only downsides to this is all this crazy cool stuff over here. It does prevent you from having a lot of campsite window coverage, but at the same time, I also really feel that the bar covers that because the bar is campsite window coverage, especially when you're sitting down again. You're straight down the belly of that beast. Slam latches, magnet holdbacks, and a very nice front pass-through compartment. And I tell you, every time I eat a chicken nugget, it gets harder to slip between the trailers to get over here onto the poop side of the camper to get you all the footage. While we're staring at the sidewall, let's talk about its composition. It's all aluminum framework, Asdel paneling on the inside and outside layers. And I would love to stand back further, but I am backed up against a wet trailer right now, doing the best that I can for you today. That is also a rack and pinion slide, if I can get around the power junction box right here. Something I'm curious about. Looks like we have we're a two-headed sewer monster. We got a kitchen outlet here below the tankless on-demand water heater. And we have one in the back for your bathroom, black and gray. Now, we don't have a receiver hitch on the back, but it is prepped for one. There's brackets that are sticking down. You can bolt on a 300-pound rated hitch without like screwing up your factory warranty, which is kind of a nice detail. Now, this is basically an all laminated, all aluminum frame structure, which is one of the reasons they are able to keep their weight in check where a lot of brands have kind of gotten out of control. And up on the roof, you've got a 200-watt solar panel. There's a 30-amp charge controller in the front pass-through compartment. You may have noticed earlier. They put that there, one, for service reasons, so it's easily accessed, and two, so that it has a USB plug on it. So if you want to charge a speaker or something outside, you can. Now, around the corner, out of the rain, I spotted these three different chairs. These are the same type of chairs as we saw inside, but taller. I'm not sure if they're included in this or not, because as you may have noticed, the rain seems to have scared everybody off, including the people that work here, while I hung back and made videos because that's what I do. But it drives home the, like, it's just a cool little bar top entertainment space. And just so that you could see it, I wanted to close that up to kind of show you that you can use the top and bottom sections independently of one another. They have their own locks and latches and everything. So, you know, if you don't want to have the window open because you're running the air conditioner inside, but you still want the cool bar top function, you can do that. You can do whatever you want with this thing. I mean, really. So, I mean, what do you think? Is it awesome? Or is it just nuts? Maybe it's a little bit of both. Crazy awesome. I'll leave you links in the description. If we get any of these in stock, they'll be listed right on our website. Pricing and availability will be right there on our site. If we happen to be sold out, contact our team members and we can most certainly get you some figures on one. And at this point, we basically have a nationwide network of mobile service techs. So whether you're local to Bish's RV or not, we can assist you. And we'd love to work with you when you're ready. But until then, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.